It is I, RS Mario, aka the Loot Box Hero. What's up? Alright, so I told you I was gonna make another video for this channel. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't forgotten this channel. It's just trying to get things back up and running. You know, it's just taking a little minute, but I got you though. Alright. So, of course, you know, like this video, you know, comment, subscribe, because that definitely helps. I want to grow this channel. I want this to be my variety channel. And of course, as the variety channel, let's do some variety content. So this is going to be my first non-gaming video, non-anime video that I've done, feels like years. So of course, WandaVision is big right now. I can't wait for the last episode. I feel like it's going to tear my heart out because it's going to be sad. But I do have some predictions of what might happen. So, let's talk about it. So, the first prediction is Mephisto ain't here. Alright, as much as I and other theory crafters around WandaVision want Mephisto to be the big bad in this show, I don't think that's the case. I mean, it would be really cool to add Mephisto in, but the thing is, Mephisto is literally Marvel's Satan. Like, you can't just go, oh yeah, we're gonna go from, like, you know, nice friendly show to freaking Satan. It's pretty crazy though. I mean, the other thing is, you know, it is Disney Plus. Disney does have a reputation to uphold as family-friendly content. I don't think they're gonna go that far. The other thing is China. China is one of the biggest markets in the world, and of course Disney has been trying to capture that market. And with the epic failure that was Mulan, they have so far failed to do so. So, you know, they don't want to offend China anymore, you know, than they already have by, you know, screwing up one of their legendary stories by, you know, having a Satan character in their show. Why would China be offended by this? I'm going to be honest, I don't really know. But there are laws and things in China about depictions of certain superstitious or religious, you know, beings and pictures and things like that. So, you know, things like ghosts, goblins, you know, death, the Grim Reaper, you know, dark stuff like that, they don't like it. And it doesn't get too much darker than, you know, friggin' Satan. So, I don't think Mephisto is here. Vision survives. So, yes, I think Vision will survive this one. Because, I mean, I don't really get the point of them bringing in Cataract, which is White Vision. I mean, it's a comic book thing. We know Kevin Feige likes to stay close to the comic books, but there's no other reason for them to do that other than to have a villain for Wanda and a villain for Vision. You know, the only other reason they could do this is so Vision has an out, because we already know that Vision can't leave the Hex. They established that a couple episodes back during the Halloween episode. So, you know, having Cataract there not only gives Vision a villain to fight, but if they can get Vision into Cataract's body, which is technically Vision's body anyway, Vision can have an out. He can have a way to escape, you know, and get out of the Hex without dying. You know, because I think the main reason he couldn't leave is technically he doesn't have a corporeal form. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, his form was just created by Wanda. You know, but it's not an actual corporeal form in regular reality. So he needs something that is established in reality in order to stay in reality. You feel me? So I think Vision survives. This show could set up mutants in the MCU. So, yeah, it's a very good possibility that this show could be the setup for a whole lot of things, but one thing in particular is mutants. If one thing I know about Feige is that he kind of has a breadcrumb trail that leads to his movies. And there's always a little bit of setup in other movies that sets up something big in the future. So, of course, something like this could be happening in WandaVision. We know that it leads into Spider-Man 3 and Doctor Strange 2, but it also could lead to mutants in the future, potentially the X-Men. I don't think any X-Men will be in this movie other than whatever's going on with Quicksilver, but I think it could lead up to X-Men. The reason why I said this is because we know that Monica was changed by the radiation that, was that she got hit with going to and from the Hex. And that technically what could happen is prolonged radiation to the Hex could do the same thing. Now, they haven't said this, but we don't know how long these people have been in the Hex. They've been under this, cosmic radiation for months, possibly. So we don't know what effect that could have to them. So I think the big cameo is going to either be Doctor Strange, because this sets up his movie. So as far as the established characters, he's the best bet. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it'll be Spider-Man. I don't think it'll be any of the regular Avengers outside of Doctor Strange. Or it could be the original Sorcerer Supreme. I can't remember her name. But that would be really cool. But I think it's going to be Doctor Strange. If it's not Doctor Strange, then Paul Bettany is just trolling us. And he is talking about, yes, the person I've always wanted to work with is me. Because I totally would. That would be something that I would do. I would straight troll people. Be like, yeah, it's going to be an epic cameo. It's going to be incredible. And it's just like me on a split screen. You know what I'm saying? Friggin' awesome. To me, that's the greatest cameo of all time. Yeah, this show might not set up mutants in the MCU. Alright, so of course this is a prediction now. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it's true or not. But, I want to cover my bases and say that the show might not present mutants in the MCU. Why? Well, because technically there are no mutants on this show. Alright, Wanda isn't a mutant because Wanda, from Agatha's own words, technically is a witch. Okay? Wanda essentially was a child that had an incredible aptitude for magic. She's a magical prodigy who got exposed to the Mind Stone, and that amplified her magical abilities like tenfold, for whatever reason that'll probably get explained. But she's not a mutant. She doesn't have a magical gene or a mutant gene or anything. She is a magical prodigy. Alright, she's like freaking Harry Potter or the main character from Jobless Reincarnation, that anime. That's really good. She's kind of like him. He's a magical prodigy, and he could use magic as a child. Wanda's the same way. As far as Monica goes, because I know that's what you're thinking. As far as Monica, she was mutated by the Hex. So she wasn't a mutant from the regular, sense of the word, because mutants in like the X-Men were born with their powers. They were born that way, and when they hit puberty, their powers picked up and they were mutants. No outside factors contributed to making them mutants other than just conception. So Monica, she was a normal person. She was born a normal human being, as far as we know. They could definitely retcon this. And she was mutated by being force-fed or exposed to cosmic radiation. Kind of like how, Peter was bitten by the spider and became Spider-Man. You know, so she's more like a metahuman than a mutant. You know what I'm saying? So, because originally I was thinking to myself that, oh, well, Monica might be the first mutant. And it would kind of work because, you know, mutants are kind of like an analogy for people of color, or specifically black people. You know, so of course having the first mutant be a black lady would kind of work, even though that would suck for Namor because that was his title. But, you know, it would kind of work, you know, especially in today's climate. But no, this show might not set up mutants at all. And last but not least, Timmy and Tommy ain't gonna make it out. Alright, I know their name's not Timmy and Tommy, but I can't think of the names right off the top of my head right now. So, yeah, I don't think the kids are gonna make it. Now, of course, I did say this was Disney Plus, it was a Disney thing, and so, of course, they wouldn't get too dark when I was talking about Mephisto, but, I mean, Disney has not been afraid of killing children before. Like, have you seen Bridge to Terabithia? I saw it as a child in the movie theater. It was traumatic. That was a Disney movie, okay? We spent hours with that child, and they drowned her in a river. So Disney's not afraid of killing children. They might be afraid of Satan and China, but killing children? No. I mean, of course, this would also kind of work because Vision has an out with Cataract. You know, if he can get Cataract's body, he can get out and be with Wanda. But the thing that would really break Wanda's heart or make her snap would be losing the children. She was so close to having that family that she lost in Sokovia, just for it to be taken away again. I mean, because, I mean, the gravity of, like, say, Vision dying again would hurt, but it wouldn't hit us nearly as bad as it would hit Wanda. Because, I mean, we've seen Vision die twice within minutes of each other. So seeing him die again, it doesn't have the same gravitas of her losing her children. You know, so that's about it for this predictions. Tell me what your predictions are. What do you think is gonna happen in the last episode? Do you think Vision gonna die? Do you think he's not gonna die? Do you think the kids gonna be there? Do you think the kids are Mephisto? Do you think Mephisto are the kids? What do you think? Like, comment, subscribe, and have yourself a good old day.